Hey, it's Lena, and in this video I'm going to be showing you around my studio apartment at university. It is at UBC, and in case you're wondering, it is in a residence complex called Gage, which has a whole bunch of buildings. It has the North Tower, the East Tower, etc. But the building that I'm in is just called Gage Apartments, and it is upper year housing, which means that you can't be in first year and you have to be 19 or over, and it's actually a pretty difficult spot to get, so I got pretty lucky this year. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get started with the tour. Alright, so I'm just gonna turn on the light. So this is what my sink area looks like. I just have my toothbrushes, a little cup, a mirror, and then that's me. Hi. And then I have my towels over there. And then right below the sink I have this little cabinet and this cute little like blue fluffy rug which has a mascara stain on it. I can't get it out. And here I have like all my makeup stuff over on this side. I just bought that shelving stuff, and then over here is really just a bunch of random washroom stuff. If you're wondering why I have like 6 deodorants, is because I really can't find a right brand, so maybe you have good deodorant recommendations, hit me up. So that's that. And then I'll turn over and show you what the closet is like. I find that it's a pretty small space, so I have this little shelving thing that creates more space, so that was pretty useful. I'm constantly finding myself having to jump if I want to get the things from up there, but I guess that's just an issue if you're short. And then down here I have my dirty clothes hamper, my yoga mat, and a resistance band so that I can do like at-home workouts. And then down there are some of my shoes. I've actually already taken some of them back home because I'm moving out in like a day. Yeah, let's move on. So this is a full-length mirror that I got. It's just hanging from the door up there, and I look at myself in the morning and figure out if I look somewhat decent. So let's go ahead and go into the washroom. Let me turn the light on. Alright, so I have my towel there, and then down here I have a blue shaggy rug to step out of when I'm coming out of the shower so the floor doesn't get wet. It's the same color as the one by the sink. And then over here is the shower. So the last residence that I stayed at didn't actually come with a little container thing like this one. So I ended up buying that one for my last place that I lived in. You can look at it in my room tour. But I kept it because it's so much nicer. It also has a place to hold the soap and like a loofah and my shaving razor. So it's just a lot more convenient. So I just kind of use both. Alright, so this is the other side of the washroom. I'm in the shower right now, but that's okay. If you might have seen that vacuum from my last room tour, it's super convenient because I don't have to borrow the one from the Commons block. And then they actually provided me with that broom, the toilet brush, and you can kind of see the toilet plunger back there, so that was pretty nice. And then just moving back up, I'll show you what is in that cabinet. Okay, so it's actually pretty spacious. And I just keep like extra toilet paper, cleaning supplies, the like laundry stuff, and then I keep extra towels over there. I have plenty of space in there, so I don't know, if you're gonna move in here, you will have plenty of space over here. I do think it's kind of weird that the toilet is in its own room and then the sink is out there, because I guess that's not really the traditional thing to do, but it's fine, it works. So now let me just turn the lights off and we'll go over to the main area. This hallway is so dark, but even if I turn the light on, like literally you did not do anything. The hallway looks equally as dark. So in this corner over here I have my Taylor guitar. I finally got around to getting like a stand for it, which is awesome because then the guitar works as like decor itself. Before it just used to be sitting in its case. And then over here I have this white fluffy rug which I bought from Bed Bath & Beyond. And then I have like a mixture of postcards and pictures and concert tickets over there. then just right next to that wall collage, I keep some of my jewelry hanging over here, and the like same thing that I had in my last room tour if you saw that one. It's literally just coins from different places like stuck on with sticky tack, and then I hang the necklaces from there. And then moving on, this is my view. You can see the ring light reflection right there. This is my view. There really isn't a whole lot to it. I am on the first floor, which honestly kind of sucks in terms of opening that window because I have gotten like some bugs coming in over there. I probably should have gotten like a little screen or something. And then moving on from that over to this side, which is just where my desk is. So the place actually came with a TV, which I really appreciated. It also comes with cable, and even though I don't watch a whole lot of like live TV, it came in really handy for like events nights like Oscars and things like that. But then I hooked up an HDMI cable to that, and then I can watch Netflix on it as well. And then just moving closer, I'll show you what is up on this shelf here. So I'll usually have the camera that I'm actually holding right now sitting right there on top of those books. But I'm holding it. Maybe I'll insert a thing filmed on my iPhone or something so that you can see what it usually looks like. Okay, I think I'm actually gonna get up on a chair to film this because I'm really short and I'm struggling. And here I have some textbooks. I actually use mostly like ebooks. And then I have this cute little succulent. It's actually fake. It's a fake one because apparently I can't take care of any plants. And moving on over here. Okay, I'm gonna move the chair so that we can see it from a better angle. Hold on. So I just have some books here, and as you can tell, I kind of just kept the books that had like blue or green or white kind of hues to them, like being seen, because I kind of wanted to keep those tones in the room. Like for example, this one is Paper Towns and it's just red, so it didn't really work out, so I just flipped it over, and then I used the candles as like little book holders so that doesn't happen. And then right here I just have my jewelry box and this little cat thing that holds some rings. And then here I have a whole bunch of pens and pencils, that sort of stuff. And then I have my other camera just sitting right there. And then right here I have my printer, which is really, really great to have so that I don't have to go use the Commons block printing. Then I'll show you what's in these drawers over here. Alright, so in this first drawer I have mostly stationery things. I have a whole bunch of like colored pens over there, highlighters, stapler, pencil sharpener, scissors, calculator, like extra ink, my eye clicker is back there, and then colors, all that kind of stuff. And then I have obviously like extra pens like I set up here, but that's what's in this drawer. Moving on to the second one, I have like my notes from the semester, a whole bunch of them, and like all the scripts that I've used. It's honestly a little bit ridiculous. I'm definitely going to be recycling that pretty soon. And then I have some pictures, some that didn't end up going up on the wall over there, but I still like looking at them every once in a while. And then just random stuff. I have fairy lights that I didn't end up putting up this time around. And that's this drawer. And then in the last drawer, I just have a blanket, there's a pillow under there somewhere, and then I have bed sheets down there too. It's like a fairly deep drawer, which is pretty handy to keep that sort of stuff. Alright, moving on from the drawers, here is my nightstand, and again, the white fluffy rug right there. Honestly, it's so freaking fluffy, as you can tell. I absolutely love it. I will say it's kind of annoying to try and keep clean, but I still love it. And then here's my nightstand. I have that lamp right there, and then on top I always keep my journal. I try and write in it as much as possible, and then right below it is just a coloring book, which you might have seen if you saw my last room tour. Yes, I still have it. I haven't finished it. And then I'll show you what's in these drawers here. Alright, so in the first drawer here I have my other journals. I have a sleeping mask, which comes really, really handy if you want to nap during the daytime. I used to hate these, but they're really handy. And then my boyfriend and I are like long distance during the school year, so I like to keep this little like thing of pictures of us. It's really cute. And then in this second drawer, I just keep all of my purses. I mean, there really isn't a lot of space in the closet, and I found no better place for them, so that's where they are. And then I have like a little, what's this thing called? I have a little plug extension there. Okay, now going over here. I just have my calendar right here. I really like having a visual layout of things like that. You can tell I got kind of lazy filling it out in April, but I still like having it there. And I have all of the markers for it just like stuck on there with sticky tack. And when I first moved in, the table was kind of like this, I will show you, but I kept it the way that I'm showing it now because it does create a lot more space. And this is also usually where I eat, and then I move it when people are coming over, and then we can have dinner both on the same table. Also, there is a fan right up there. I'll just turn it on. That is the light. And there's also air conditioning here, which was really, really awesome for like the hot days in September. And that is just controlled by that thing over there. And now for the kitchen, I turned on those lights up there. It also does have these nice like lights just right there, which are really good for like dim lighting if I'm watching a movie back on my bed. Okay, so the first thing to know when it comes to the kitchen is the size of the fridge. It is so freaking tiny. Obviously, it's a mini fridge. I'll show you what's in it. Okay, this usually wouldn't happen. It's not really a big deal, but the table actually came the other way, but it doesn't really bother me at all. But it's so small. I don't really have a whole lot in it right now because I'm moving out pretty soon, but even then, it looks like, you know, there's like a fair amount of stuff in there. And the freezer is so freaking tiny. I mean, literally that's as far as it goes. A frozen pizza doesn't even fit in here, which sucks during exam season when I really just want something really easy to make. So yeah, I just have to go grocery shopping a lot more often, which really isn't a big deal, but I did have the bigger fridge in my other apartment at UBC, which was so much nicer. So that was a big change that I didn't really like about this place, but oh well. Also, as you can tell, there's like no dishwasher, which my last place also did have. That was something I definitely liked more about it, because dishwashing can actually be fairly time consuming sometimes, but it's fine. I do have the sink here, and then I bought that thing to hold the dishes in after I'm done washing them, and there's my stove. I have some leftover pasta in there, so that's why that's just sitting there. And then up here, I just keep water bottles and like aluminum wrap, plastic wrap, and the devil's juice. Okay. Over here is like what I use for my pantry space. That's that one. And then over in this one, I just keep my dishes and my cups, which is not a lot, but I'm just one person, so don't really need a lot. And then here I just have a little rice cooker. I have this little pad thing here. As you can see, there's like outlines from like pots and pans. I actually use this when that one gets full and I just have a lot of dishes to do, so I use that to just like let them dry. And then up here is a microwave, which they gave me, which was really cool. And then right up here is just a bunch of random stuff, but it's a pretty nice and big space. Let me just close that. And in this drawer is where all the utensils are. I have an oven mitt, like can opener, that sort of stuff. And then right here, right below it, is where I keep my pots and pans and containers and things for the oven right there. All right, so over on this side, I have a tapestry. If you saw my last room tour, it was the one above my bed, but this time it didn't fit above my bed, so I just put it over here, which worked out great because this was a pretty plain wall. And if you're wondering where it's from Society 6. Okay, so I figured I would show you around some of the residence area, and yes, this is a voiceover and that's kind of shaky footage, but that's okay. This is just the commons block area. There's some couches. Usually people are kind of like chilling here, studying, that sort of thing, but this was towards the end of the semester, so a lot of people had actually already moved out. And I'm just going to show you one of our study rooms. There was a few in there, but I'm just showing you one. And in that room, there were some ping pong tables, and then over here, there was a little convenience store, which was actually already closed down for the summer. And here are some vending machines, a printer, and an ATM. And here are the mailboxes. So we would just tap our student card on one of the boxes that we were told had mail in it, and it would just open. And this is the laundry room. We had cards that we loaded with money instead of using coins. And it was just in the basement of my own building, so I didn't have to go to the commons block or anything like that. And I know my last room tour I included a gym, but this residence complex didn't actually have one, but the two main ones on campus are just across the street. Alright, so that was it for the tour. If you're interested in seeing other UBC residences or just want to watch another room tour type video, I have one for Ponderosa Commons. I will leave the link in the description down below so you can go check that out. And if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments down below and I will try and get back to you as soon as possible, or hopefully someone else will answer. If I see some questions are like constantly popping up, maybe I'll just make like a frequently asked questions thing in the description box or in the pinned comments, so you can always go ahead and try and read those. But yeah, that was it for this video. If you did like it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications, and hopefully I'll catch you in my next video.